Okay, video shows viral confrontation. Wait, you were gonna say...
No, nothing. I'm just gonna say good morning. It's Monday, but that's okay.
Okay, video shows viral confrontation between Frontier passenger and gate agents. This is getting wild. Like, airports are the new fight clubs, I swear to God.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kali, gate agents with the sass. Anyways, let's go.
Okay.
What, you get offended by the word Kalia?
No, because people lost it.
Black gate agents. Yeah, they're like, look at the sass on these
People
girls.
lost it in our last video where we were like, you know, where you said something about
Those two black
people-
hosts. They're black hosts. What were we to say? They're Indian. I call them Indian hosts.
They're like,
black.
Somebody commented, "Excuse you."
Oh yeah, that was the first comment.
Yeah, it's going wild.
But it's okay.
Listen, when we say it, we're just saying it. We're not saying it because we defend.
Listen, you don't need to explain anything.
I'm not explaining. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
we're good. Let's
Okay.
go.
The Mayday flight, you big, and you think you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Okay?
I paid for a ticket.
And you
Yeah,
didn't
I
pay
paid for a
$25 for
ticket.
agent assist fee.
Is it
First of all,
crazy?
how many cameras do you need on the guy? And like, this video should literally be titled "How to Lose Your Job in 5 Minutes."
Yeah.
They both lost their jobs.
You think so?
Well, no, I know so. They're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah, like there. Isn't it crazy that we live in a world where this is the first thing we bring out?
I don't
Anything.
I don't understand why the gate agent is pulling out their phones. Because you have a job for the airline. Why are you recording the passenger? He's recording you fine. Even I'm not really cool with that.
Yeah.
But he obviously has a situation, and he thinks recording is gonna get his situation better,
De-escalate.
or he'll maybe send it to the airline or whatever he's thinking.
Yeah.
But for both of them to have their phones pointed at him, I don't get that.
I think it's the mentality of now they finally get their chance for a viral hit video.
Yeah, but it's not in their favor. It's bad. Just listen to what they're saying.
3 hours later, hello.
I just
And you
said
thought
that
you
I.
was gonna get on your flight.
Yeah, I
And you
just
thought
said
you
that
was gonna
I
get on your
would
flight.
pay the
And you thought you was gonna
$25.
get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes before my.
Hold on a second. Pause it. Isn't that the most black way to talk to somebody? How she's talking right now? I'm sorry. Not sorry. You know how she's talking right now, where she repeated herself 8 times, and he's just like, she's just bullying him at this point. That's bullying behavior.
Okay,
Come
but
on, let's be honest.
okay, but let me ask you, what's the black thing have to do with it?
But I mean, come on.
Come on.
You don't think that has nothing to do with
No,
If that was
I can
Indian-
stereotype.
that the Indian person?
No, but I
you
can
think they're
stereotype
talking
it to. I can stereotype when women talk like that. Have you never seen when women think that to get a point across, they get louder? They start repeating themselves.
Fine, you want to go to the women angle? Sure.
Let's go to the women. If we're gonna do it, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. If they want to get their point across, it has nothing. I don't think the.
You know that guy who, like, that relationship coach that we're always talking about?
Yeah.
Who calls it how it is?
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling it how it exactly is.
Okay.
You're now starting to, like, Willy Wonka around the whole thing.
No, I'm not.
Girl.
I'm just saying.
That guy was watching this, he'd be like, yeah, like, you're a sassy black lady, like, with a lot of extra sass and for no reason whatsoever.
Okay, I won't disagree at the fact that they do have a certain type of lingo that they use.
But you don't do it at the job, though. Come on.
No, you don't. You have to maintain a professional.
Yeah, that
Courtesy.
they went from, like, professional gate agent to, like, I'm back in wherever you want to take them.
Yeah.
I mean, like in the.
Well, no, the thing that I know what you want to say. They act like they're thug or they're like gangster.
Yeah.
But
That's what it is.
the hood language is different. We all know it. You know, the gangster language. You want to speak the gangster language. That's what they. Why is it that when you want to be aggressive, that's what comes out? I don't know. It's like a stereotype.
I don't know why they're doing that at their job.
Yeah.
Like, it's already hard to get a job.
That's true.
Nobody has a job.
Yes.
Okay, everybody is dying out there, paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get a job.
Yeah.
Like, people are living, really below the line here. It's just hard out there. Car payments, insurance, mortgage, rent, bills, groceries, gas, everything. And if you're working as a gate agent, you obviously you're not some type of, you're not some higher bracket earner. They're gate agents.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then for you to put your job on the line here, because they're both fired, and then Frontier flew them back on JetBlue. That's what happened.
So
I looked into this.
what is the
I did
original?
some research.
Wow.
Shocking.
Wait, what is the original? Like, why are they filming him?
He showed up 30 minutes prior to his flight or something, and apparently they can't get him on. Besides the point, this is how it's being handled. Right? You can play the rest.
And they're not
Exactly.
letting me
At all.
check in.
And you're not getting on your
Because
flight.
it's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never
get up-
fly
You
on
were about to
Frontier
let me
unless-
check in. You were about to let me check in.
Oh,
And you
make-
decided that you ain't gonna
make
let me check in.
you Make me check you in. Make
You
me check
literally
in.
work for a
Make me
company that
check
I
you
bought
in.
a
Make
plane
me check
ticket
you in.
for. I'm here 30 minutes before the
Can you
flight.
please leave, sir?
No,
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space.
You in
This
my
is
face?
not
I
your
work
personal
here.
space.
This is my stationery.
This is not
I'm at
your
work.
personal
Let's just say this is my stationery.
This is my stationery.
Man, good luck.
It's the attitude. It's the attitude of the fact that she thinks that she's entitled as an employee.
Or was it just
act
power
like how she
trip
wants to power trip?
power trip of airline employees? Because I've been in situations like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting to a plane,
Yeah.
she's gonna check me in, and all of a sudden, oh, sorry, the flight's. I mean, you could just choose to lose your shit,
Yeah.
or you could just choose to get a little angry, and then eventually you're kind of at their will at that point.
You can't.
You don't have much recourse, man.
No, the thing is, you can't have people with ego problems be your customer service rep in any sort of way, in any job.
I mean,
Your
honestly,
ego, like, man, think about how many like Indian people we put on
100%.
calls, right?
100%.
If you hit their ego in one way or the other, they don't give a shit about their job, their family, whatever.
It's pride.
Pride.
I don't know what this guy must have said so horribly for them to pull their phones out, but I don't know how the rest of this goes. Let's see.
You work for a company. This is not your personal space.
We ain't got to worry about it. We ain't got to worry about it.
You don't have
We
to
ain't
worry
getting on
about
the
it. You're
flight.
literally not
We
doing
ain't
your
gotta get on the
job
flight.
for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting pheromones in, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in.
Well, maybe you showed up too late for your flight.
Yeah, what
He showed up too late for his flight. I don't know why it's derailing so much. Like, if you're showing up that late to a flight, you're not getting on. The flight's closed. There's no way for them to open that flight up.
wait, what? Like
You have
the
to call,
cutoff
like-
to check in is an hour prior, right? I think an hour and a half. If I'm wrong,
At least
let me know.
it's at least an hour.
Yeah, I think there's a
But then they close the flight, a certain amount of time before,
Yeah.
and they can't reopen it. You can't.
no.
You have to call the president to reopen. I've been in situations like that. You're not getting on that plane.
No.
So I don't know why he's keep pushing it.
Yeah. Well, you again, maybe the customer is at fault, but the way the attendants are handling it,
It's
or
horrible.
that's not the best way,
Horrible.
right?
For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not.
Oh, they're all like on.
They're all on.
Yeah. So he must have said something that triggered it.
Listen, the customer is always right. You have to treat the customer with a certain level of respect. You can't do that.
Yeah, but for how long, bro?
Bro, you have to figure out, help the customer. You can't go you can't go, off the.
But there are
Parts of the
Karens.
customer.
But there are Karens out there that are impossible to deal with in any situation.
Sometimes you want to get home, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem like a Karen to me though.
Already bought a ticket. I've literally already bought a ticket and this is your reaction.
That's the reaction.
I mean, it is.
You know what I love? I love the fact that and I'm sure we've all done it. I've done it, right? When there is an altercation with like airline people, and you're like, I'm never flying again. 2 weeks later, you're flying with them again.
Oh, you have a choice. You don't have a choice.
Well, in Canada, we don't have
Actually,
a choice.
in Canada, you have two
Yeah.
or one airline or something.
No, we had two majors, and then all the small ones can't.
But they're all
fly.
owned by them too. It's all
Yeah.
just,
Like, what's that airline that just closed? Lift Air? Was it Lift? What was it? It started with
links.
Lynx. No. Was it Lynx?
Something closed, man.
Yeah, well, I think it was
They
Lynx.
they open up and then they close within like 6 months after the
Yeah.
summer. After
They
the
still owe me money. They filed for bankruptcy. They owe me money.
yeah, Sunwing owes me money too.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, man. And you never get it back.
You never get back.
I just gave up.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
bad.
so tired of it. Anyways, yeah, not the best interaction to be
No.
dealing with.
No,
I love the people that
Huh?
I love the people that say that I'm never flying with you again. But then there's
I love
option.
I love airport meltdowns. I
Yeah.
feel when I'm watching people meltdown at the
Airport?
airport, it's like it's
It's-
pure entertainment. It's entertainment.
Because it reminds you, because everybody's been through it.
No, what's so funny is that you can't go anywhere. Like it's a plane.
Yeah.
If you're not on the plane, you have to figure. But people lose it, you know, and they have a meltdown.
Yeah.
And some of them have kids, which is I can sympathize with that. But the ones that are like on their own and just complete meltdown because they can't get to Turks and Caicos or something, and they're just pissed off, or they can't leave Turks and Caicos,
Yeah.
and have to stay an extra day, and that's pissing them off. Not everybody's pissed off at something.
Yeah.
Everybody's
there's
always
no,
angry.
There's no you have no control over those things.
No,
Right.
no.
It also shows the value in spending a little bit more rather than going for, because cheap flights, you gotta understand, Frontier is a cheap.
Well, have you seen those ones where
right.
people are shoving their bags into those?
Yeah, trying to like get in there to get their free bag in. Okay,
Oh my god!
you gotta see the value in spending money that is gonna give you a better experience, because Frontier, Spirit Airlines,
People don't have
these
money,
are-
man.
I know, but then you can't expect top tier customer service. Man, have you ever like flown business class on Lufthansa? Bro,
no,
you'll never
I
have
don't have
Lufthansa.
that kind of money, buddy. But good to know. Good to know that. Good to know that you have that kind of money. Okay, I haven't flown first class yet.
Oh, sure.
Maybe to Vegas.
Now, you want to see the real experience? Go spend the money. That's how you're gonna get better customer service at airports, I believe.
Anyways, it's a funny video.
It is a funny idea. You guys let us know your guys' thoughts?
Yes, like, subscribe, share, and comment
Yes.
if you're a subscriber. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you keep checking us out.
Yeah. Peace.